Doechii brought the rain. Why would you do this to us? Why would you do this? You said you wanted it to rain today.
We needed it.
But why do you like the rain so much?
Because it helps me sleep. And it's an excuse to stay in. And you get to, like, take notes and journal. And
take notes? Do you journal?
I do a lot.
Has anyone read your journal?
Never. I hope not. I would kill somebody if they read my journal.
What would happen if I stumbled across it and then I read a page?
I would hope that if you read a page, it would be really embarrassing.
I think I would love you more.
I'm super vulnerable in my journal.
I love it. It's okay. Has anyone ever tried to read it?
Nah.
No?
No.
Not a friend? Nobody over at the house and they're like, wait, what is this? It's a journal?
No, I feel like everybody knows, like,
don't fuck
my journal.
Yeah. Okay, I got that energy. I will not go snooping through it. What do you think about snooping in general in relationships? Like, do you think it's a good thing?
No.
I'm supportive in the early stages.
Of snooping?
Are you judging me?
Not judging. Maybe. Yeah, I'm judging a little bit.
Okay, I only think in the early stages of a relationship. Like, the very beginning.
What kind of snooping?
Like, I accidentally went through your messages.
Oh, no, I just ask.
Okay.
We don't have to snoop.
You don't have to. Okay.
I agree with you if we're talking about the same thing.
Early stages.
I won't snoop. I'll just ask. Like,
You'll just ask.
Hey, what's your password?
Yeah. Oh, I like it.
You're good. Password? Are you comfortable with that?
Yes.
Because you can have my password.
Yes. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Like, oh, babe, your phone went off. I answered it.
Yeah. Because in case you need help or you can't get to your phone,
I can help you. So.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's talk about Booty Drop.
Let's talk about it.
I love it. I love the video. It's very Cash Money Records energy with the graphics mixed with Spring Break.
Yes.
Both my favorite.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, who came up with the idea for the video?
I did. I was already recording in Miami.
Yeah.
So I was let's film a music video and just have it ready in case I want to drop it. And we just had a boat day and we just were vibing. And it's my only video I have out that has no concept.
It does. It's
Which
called
is a concept
greatness.
in itself.
It's fun. It's Miami energy.
Yeah.
It's Cash Money. You know, it's definitely all those vibes. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was just on the fly. That wasn't,
super on the fly.
thought out months in advance kind of treatment.
No, we were like, we have a vintage camera.
Yeah.
And we got liquor. Let's just
a
have
little
a
liquor,
good time.
just a little bit
Just
more.
a little bit more. So that was it. I was really inspired by like Beyonce 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Just set up the camera and go.
And it worked.
Yeah.
It's great. So who had the vintage camera?
Hector. His name's Hector.
Okay, he's brilliant to have.
Yeah, he's
this,
fire.
Like, amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. I was watching it and it just felt so amazing. It felt very fun.
Thank you.
I love it. So
chill.
Is that what you had in mind when you went to actually record the song?
Yeah, definitely. I recorded it with, I forgot their name, which is so inconvenient. But they did a lot of work with like Rihanna and stuff. And that was their interpretation of like Jersey music. And I've never done any like Jersey type of beat or anything. So when I heard it, it just made me really relaxed and just want to like make a song that was about nothing for once. And I've never done that. And I've kind of like just let go. Made the song, made the video, just was a vibe.
I don't agree. I think it actually has a theme. I loved you on the jet ski talking about F everybody, but don't F with your life. Okay? Yeah. I think it is a theme.
Yeah.
I love it. I love this energy. When did you finally tap into that? Because I feel like when someone is able to understand that, they've liberated themselves from any outside validation.
I think when I went to Miami, I finished up my album there. And when I was in Miami, just the energy and like my team is finally curated to where I want it to be. And I was around all my friends and people I loved. And I wasn't thinking so hard about the music or anything at all. And I just kind of tapped into that energy there. And I was like, I like this. This is a vibe.
Here I am.
For now.
So you're wrapped up with the debut album.
Maybe,
possibly, potentially.
Hello.
Are you very in your head when it comes to your work where you're just like, okay, I'm not done. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we have to fix this.
Not really, not anymore. I used to be. Not anymore. Like I said, after Miami, I kind of got over that. Like my last time recording it, I'm pretty much in a space where if it feels good, that's it. It just has to feel good and resonate with me 100%.
I love that.
And that's really it. So
what needs to happen for us to get a date on the debut album? When can we get this information?
You'd have to email TDE.
Okay.
We can ask them.
All right, who am I? Hold on, let me get. Hold on, let me
Top
get
Dog Entertainment.
Okay, Top Dog Entertainment at TDE.
Yeah, they got the date. I don't got the date.
Okay, hold on, let me see. I'm kidding. Okay, well, we will ask them. Well, how does it feel being signed to TDE? And obviously, it's a remarkable place to be, and all the great work that's come out of there. How has it been for you?
Yeah, I think that it feels cool to. I'm dialed in on my project right now, and it feels good to be a part of a legacy label with a lot of talented artists.
For sure.
So for that, I'm 100% grateful, and that's always great.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And, I forgot who I was watching or listening to, but just talking about the importance behind TDE and what that means. And, it's not that we need validation, but it's nice to be part of something that has such a remarkable legacy behind it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Does that add pressure to you, though? Because it is such a legacy place to be, and you're just like, oh, man.
Yeah, it does add pressure, but a pressure that I welcome. I don't mind the pressure, and I think it's a good pressure to have because it pushes me to, I want to make sure that my work is really, really great, and I want to live up to the expectation of TDE fans, of TDE and what they expect from their artists and their albums. So obviously I want it to be great. SZA's one of the biggest artists in the world right now. Yeah. And I will hope to one day be just as big as that. So of course there's a pressure on the music and the project and a standard that I want to uphold. Yeah. Yeah.
Being that you guys are label mates and just working together, is it what we think it is? Because obviously we're on the outside. We're not artists. But do you talk to SZA? Or does she give any? Have you been able to establish that kind of relationship, or is everybody kind of really focused on their work and this is just how we move?
It's not. It's probably not exactly what y'all think it is. Like we're not having sleepovers and like
it's no slumber parties.
Massaging each other's feet. Like,
but I would love to, SZA. If you see this, I would love to. I'm there. But yeah.
But like I think we talked more when we were on tour. But she was finishing up an album and stuff like that. So it's not like we don't talk all the time. But every now and then, I definitely make sure that I check in. How you doing? Congratulate her on her work, and she does the same with me. So.
I love that. That's important to have. That kind of support, especially in such a, it's a hard industry to be in when you're creating art and you're putting your vulnerability out there and people have something to say about it. It's nice to have that extra support.
It is.
Okay, so when the debut album comes out, whenever that is, we're going to email. Don't worry, we're going to do that. What do you want people to take away from it?
I think I really just want people to listen to it and feel inspired, inspired to try something new, inspired to think in a new way. And I just want them to kind of consume my music in a way that they're not used to because it's not going to flow like they're used to. It's not going to sound like they're used to. So I would hope that that's what they would take away from it is just be inspired to try something new and be open to consuming music in a different type of way.
And experiencing something new with you.
Yes.
Right? Because I think that's important. It's that you are sharing your art. Yeah. I'm always, I don't know, maybe I just have a soft spot for artists or just creators in general. You're sharing something you worked so hard on, right? And that you want to share it with everybody. So it's like, let us be engulfed in this experience with you.
Just be in the moment.
Be in the moment.
Because it is a vulnerable experience being an artist. It's like you put all this work in and, you try something really experimental or new, and then you put it out, and people are like, I don't understand this. Get this off the air. This is trash. Yeah.
It's okay. We're in the temp studio. It's a struggle in here. Don't mind us. But that's pressure, right? Because people expect something. Yeah. Right? And I think it's important as us fans and consumers that we go on the ride with creators and artists and allow them to feel the support and love as they evolve, right? Yes. So I do feel like your fans will feel that.
Hopefully.
I mean, you're very loved, right? Or are you?
I think my fans will understand it.
Yeah. I mean, that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? Because I think for when I see the feedback and people have for you, there is this pride behind the work that you do. Yeah. Do you feel that? Do you feel like people like genuinely love your artistry?
I do. I definitely do. My fans and especially people amongst the industry, I feel very respected within the industry and my fan base. So,
for sure. Absolutely. Last year, I was actually hosting the pre-show for the VMAs. I was getting ready to interview Khaled, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Khaled was in the holding area, and you were walking. You crossed paths. Now, I wasn't trying to eavesdrop. I would have, but I couldn't because I was working.
Yeah.
How was that conversation? Was that the first time you guys met, or was this just like a hey, it's good to see you again?
That was the first time we met. And it's funny because I don't think he remembers me from VMAs, because when he saw me at Renaissance, he was like, hey, nice to meet you. I didn't tell him that we already met before, but I was real tipsy that night. So I ran up to him and I was like, God damn, what's up, Khaled? Da, da, da. Like a drunken 22-year-old, just
hey, you're having
obnoxious.
Fun. You're having fun.
Yeah, so that was the first time I met him, and he was really nice, but I could tell it was like, okay, girl, not too much. Yeah.
Well, I was so curious if that conversation evolved into something else, which led him to bring you out recently, but I guess not.
No,
Okay.
It didn't actually. I think that Khaled's team just kind of, I don't know how that went about. They just kind of found me.
Yeah.
Hey. Or I don't know if Beyonce sent the request. Hey, yo.
Oh, my gosh.
Beyonce asked for me?
Wait, hold on. Wait, who said that? Wait, get on him. Wait, can I just have you in the footage so people don't think we are lying and hyped?
I didn't know that.
Wait,
I
who
didn't
is
know
this?
that.
And like, tell us, please come.
Okay, this is Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
Alicia is like my right hand.
Okay.
She does everything.
Everything. Okay, so Alicia, how did this happen to where we saw Doechii come out on one of the biggest, shows ever, and here she is at Beyonce's really remarkable show? How did this happen? Was it Khaled? Who wanted Doechii there?
Top got the call.
Yeah.
And when Top got the call, they were talking about Beyonce and Khaled, and Beyonce asked for Doechii, and that was the time.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't want to assume that. I was
Wait,
assuming
save the video. Oh my
I had the video when we found out we were in Miami.
Right.
I have that video.
Okay, I was assuming that Khaled requested. I didn't want to assume that Beyonce knew me or anything.
And why didn't you ask? Were you worried that you wouldn't hear what you want to hear? Like,
yes,
what?
I just didn't want. I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm blessed to be on the stage. Even if Khaled asked me,
Of
it's still an
course.
honor.
Yeah.
But now that I know Beyonce asked for me,
Hey, I think we should add that to the title on your profiles. Now this is crazy.
Beyonce did. Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Okay, so is it official, the remix for Beyonce's song America Has a Problem with Kendrick Lamar, the one that you got on where everybody's been talking about it? I know you saw the great feedback, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
People love that remix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this like official or not official?
No, not official remix. I was just having a good time, because I love the Queen and I love that song, so I just did the remix. But it would be dope if it was official.
Right. Well, I think it's cleared enough because it hasn't been pulled down, right? Like, I think we can keep our fingers crossed on that.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. No, and I'm glad you see the feedback, because I think a lot of times we get in our head when we see like different comments or what we think we should be doing because so-and-so said, blah, blah, blah. But, you're very loved.
Thank you.
Of course. Absolutely. Okay, so someone else who loves you that I interviewed. Yes, put the purse down because, Katrina, I need you to get ready. Someone I interviewed was just raving about you and how talented you are, how great you are. And it was just so natural in the conversation when I was having it with this person. And I don't know. It just meant a lot. And I just wanted you to see what this person had to say about you and the work that you do, because it's important. All right, Katrina, pull it up and turn it around. Don't make our studio look bad at this point. We're trying our best.
How bad? How much worse can it look?
I know. Okay. Let's talk about Pro Freak. The song. Seems like everybody really likes that. Doechii on it, of course. I mean,
Smino.
amazing, right?
She crazy.
So what did you think when you first heard the verse?
It was crazy, bro. I was amazed by her. I felt like Kanye on Monster
Oh,
with Nicki.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, I was like, damn, this like one of them. Cause I'm a rapper, you know what I'm saying? So like when everybody been writing me like, hey, Doechii, body's running. But this the thing about songs, I'm just like, bro, when a song good, if she had a crazy verse, like mind you, her verse runs on past like 30. I don't know how long her verse is. It's hella long. It keep going into the hook.
Right.
And I just let it end the song because I'm like, bro, it's so hard. We just finna let that rock because this and hard. Like this, some like moment. Like she on some in here. Like I felt that when I'm like, I know that I felt that feeling like, and she wasn't just doing no Dr. Seuss shit, bro. She said face incredible, waist on Mrs. Incredible. You know what I'm saying? She's saying all this Angelina like Jolie.
Hello. Angelina, like, come on.
I just wanted you to see that because, you know, Smino was so...
Yeah.
It was so detailed and clear, right? It wasn't just like, oh, you're a great artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, which is nice, but it was just, I just wanted you to see that and hear that for yourself. What do you think?
Shout out to Smino. You know, he has no idea. I worked on that verse. Oh my God, I redid it. Okay. Backstory.
Yeah.
Whenever I send verses, I always send 3 different options, like 3 different ways to do it because I want to make sure that I land it. Mm-hmm. And I actually picked that technique up. I heard Nikki say that she did that on an interview, and I thought that was so genius. And that's what I do with all my verses. I try them different ways to ensure, like, I'm like, if I do it 3 different ways, y'all got to like one of them. Right. So I sent it to him, and I worked on it for so long, and I was like overthinking. I was like, oh my God, I just went on this man's beat like way too long. He's not gonna like this. Like, this is ridiculous. But he actually really loved it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I love it.
It's so cool. And he's not telling the truth when he said that he didn't come in. He said that my verse ended the song cap. He definitely added a verse. No shade. But yeah, he snapped.
That's
and I was so
amazing.
grateful for that opportunity. That song is hard.
It's so great. I love this energy. And I love like hearing the backstory of, you know, how these moments come together.
Yeah.
Singing and rapping, when did you realize you didn't have to pick one or the other and you could do both?
I realized it. I couldn't stop doing it. I can't stop singing. I just can't stop. Like even with Booty Drop, What It Is, I have Stress, Persuasive. I think Crazy is like the only release I got that I'm not really singing. I guess, I don't know. I can't stop doing both.
Yeah.
I've always just done it.
Yeah.
Never wanted to stop.
In your Pixel ad, you talked about how your dad and uncle, you know, they were rapping.
Yeah.
And that influenced you.
Yes.
Okay, so what do they think about what you're doing?
They're super proud of me.
Oh.
My dad is so proud of me. He's like a big fan, and he's always in my comments and stuff. You can like look out. Yeah, he's a huge fan, and he's very, very proud of me, and my uncle is too.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Do they ever feel like, well, that, you know, I could have done it, but I chose, you know, not to? Like, you know how I feel like when it comes to elders, they're always like, well, you know, I mean, I chose not to do that. I mean, I could have.
I think like by the time I really started rapping, they weren't really like rapping anymore.
Yeah, they were
My
done.
dad still records every now and then though. He still raps.
I love
Yeah.
this.
He still records, but it's not like his main focus, but he definitely still makes music.
Is it based on your mood and what you're going to do, rap or sing?
Really what the song calls for, mainly.
Gotcha.
Rap or sing. It's about sonically what the song calls for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What would you say has been the biggest lesson that you've learned in the industry?
Biggest lesson I've learned in the industry, probably the importance of your like nucleus, your team. That support system is super, super important because being in the industry, especially as an artist, music specifically, is a very vulnerable place. Yeah. It can get a little weird sometimes, and I don't know. You hear artists like have lyrics where they're talking about they feel like an animal or like you're in a cage. You know, it really can like feel like that. And if you don't have the right team around you, it can just get weird. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned is like you need the right people and not just a person who can just do their job well, but you need that person to also be able to trust and confide in emotionally. Oh, yeah. It gets deep.
Yeah, it's important. How do you protect yourself? How do you preserve your space and your energy? Because you have to, you know, take care of you.
Yeah, my solitude is so important to me.
Yes.
Like, I will go D&D. Got to shut off and just off of social media, even away from my team. they can sense when it's that type of day. And it's like, I need my solitude. That's how I protect myself. It's just like being by myself. Yeah. For real. Like being too social, it depletes me.
Oh, yeah. And you know what's so interesting is that people see you on the stage and they see you, you know, out front. So they automatically assume that you're always going to be talkative and just wanting to hang out. And you're like, oh my gosh. Like me, I love what I do. But when I am home, I just want to be under a blanket and not talk to anybody.
I'm home.
That's it. Don't even look at me. Don't even breathe my way. Like I just need a break sometime. And I think it's important to recognize that as, you know, you grow older. Yeah. I didn't realize that when I was younger that I did need solitude. Yes. I did need space, right? So I think the sooner we all realize it, the more balanced our life can be. You know what I mean? Yep. How did it come about you working with Doja Cat and Ice Spice on this tour? Speaking of no more solitude, speaking of no more, you can't be under your blanket.
Literally. You're gonna have to. I believe Doja Cat requested. Okay.
Alicia confirmed again. Okay, we got a confirmation.
These people think I'm talented.
I love this.
Doja Cat requested, and of course, I accepted. Right. Like, she's incredible. And she's always showed so much love and support to my music, my art, my fashion, and things like that. So that's how that came about. And then I found out that Spice was on after I got on.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
It's got to be amazing. I just feel like everybody wants to work with you at some capacity, whether it's going on tour, getting in a booth. Have you finally accepted it, or does it still feel very surreal?
It's not that it feels surreal. I guess so, yeah. It does still feel surreal sometimes. I'm like, I don't know. I just be making my little music. But it's cool to know that, like, I don't know. I think of myself much smaller than I am. You know, and not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. I think I don't view myself as some, like, celebrity who's like, oh yeah, like I don't walk up with like, you know, like my nose tooted up in a room, or I don't have an entitlement. So when these blessings come to me, I really am appreciative and kind of taken aback. Like, wow, somebody as great as that admires my little music.
Well, and it's not just music. I mean, it's acting as well. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On Earth Mama. Like Thank you. I love seeing the wins happen to people that I think are very thankful for these moments, but to actually have this conversation with you and to really feel your aura, I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
How was that for you?
It was good. You know, not a lot of people know about Earth Mama, so I really appreciate you bringing it up right now. Because I'm proud of that film.
Yes.
What was the question?
Well, how was it for you?
It was
acting
good.
And, you know, playing this part. How was that for you?
Okay, it was a great experience and like a wonderful story to be a part of. Right. Like I really, really love Earth Mama, and to have the experience of acting was super cool to be able to add that to my resume. Yes. Really cool experience. Yeah. And y'all go watch it.
Would you want to continue acting? Or is it hard? What was so different? What was different about it?
Okay. I would.
Okay.
But it's not easy.
Of course
it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's actors. Applause to y'all, because, you know, it's really not the job of acting that's hard. It is the environment that's really hard. The hours on set. Really? Oh my God.
Tell us.
The amount of hours and changes that can happen. Script changes, and you gotta wait hours to be here, and then you gotta go there, and then you do the takes so many times. And it's like in a music video, once you're done for the day, you're done for the day. Right. But imagine doing 18, 20-hour days every day for a month.
Ooh. Girl. I didn't sign up for this.
Serious. But when I see the movie, I'm like, oh, it was totally worth it. So that's what I'm saying. I would do it again, but it is not easy. Yeah. And if I took on another role, I would probably take on something more lighthearted. Mm-hmm. It was a heavy film.
Oh, yeah,
and so the set was heavy. Right.
How did you prepare for that? That's got to be somewhat draining and exhausting because you're tapping into a heavy role.
Mm-hmm. I think that I took it as an opportunity to really learn something. And, you know, some lessons are not always, they don't always feel good. You know what I mean? Some topics are heavy. These are real life things that people are going through. And a lot of the actors that were in the film were not actors. Those were real mothers. So having dialogue and conversation really taught me a lot about motherhood and what my mother and the sacrifices that mothers, you know, make. So a lot of how I approached coming onto set and mentally preparing myself was, what am I going to learn today? And how can I be of service today? How can I be humble today? How can I learn something?
Yeah.
So yeah. But child, the next film, I want to do like a comedy, a horror, or something like that.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you can add so many things to your resume. You're so incredibly talented. Has anyone ever told you you'd be even a great host, like having your own show, doing a podcast? Absolutely.
I could do a show. That would be fun.
Light work. I think it would just be light work for you.
That would be fun.
So the team, please, if you're listening, let's get this going because, I mean, extremely...
Like a talk show?
Talk show.
I'd do a talk show.
I think it would be so good.
Yeah.
I mean, the storytelling, the delivery, just everything, I think you'd be great.
Thank you.
And don't forget about us when you make it really, 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 really big.
I will not.
Please don't. I want to talk to you about the video lessons that you post, like your fitness.
Yeah.
I love this.
Thank you.
I can't do it yet, but I'm getting there. But I love the lessons.
Oh, like the little booty drop like clips? Thank you.
I loved also the booty drop challenge. I like that skit. That was really, really cute.
Thank you.
I'm obsessed with it. What is the next one going to be? Give us a little sneak peek before I have to just go stalk you on Instagram. Like what is it going to look like?
I have another clip that's going to be dropping, and my choreographer came up with this one. So it's going to be a lot of dancing, but there is also like a little storyline. So look out for that. Yeah.
Oh.
It's going to be cool. I'll probably post it. I'll post it tomorrow.
I love the how-tos. I think these are so great.
Yeah.
What's something that you know how to do that is so unexpected for the fans to know about? That maybe one day you'll show us. A secret talent that maybe we'll get an inside look on.
Well, it's probably not appropriate to say.
Well, whatever that is, okay, great. That's what we want. That's what we want. We want that one. Maybe knitting.
Right. I could braid hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so braiding. Okay, I think a how-to video would be great.
I could braid hair.
And then maybe the inappropriate thing, knitting. We'll call it knitting.
Yes, we'll call it
maybe
knitting.
one
I
day.
can knit really well.
Knit really well.
Yeah.
I love it. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I don't know yet. I'm figuring it out.
Yeah.
I actually don't know yet. And I was journaling this morning about that.
Work.
Yeah. I was like mapping it out. Just trying to decide what I want it to look like and then manifest it.
Do you believe in energy and frequency and connection? Don't you think that's so wild that you were journaling about it today? We talked about you journaling. And then I talked
That's
and
exactly
I asked you
what
about
I was
it.
journaling about.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, it's time. It's time to see, because 5 years from now would be 30. And I think I was just talking about this on my Instagram. Like, when I was like 18, I was manifesting for who I wanted to be at 25. And now I'm her. Wow. And now she's like, okay, girl, well, who you want to be? What's going on at 30? So that's what I'm like.
I love
figuring
this.
out.
Is there a moment or an experience that you wish you could relive over and over and over again? Something that just brought you so much joy and happiness, and if you could relive it again, you would.
That's a good question. Okay, this is random, but a particular moment that I think about is, it was this day I was at the beach with all my friends, and we were deep in the water, and the sun was just like shining, and we all just went silent, and the water just looked like diamonds. Oof. And I was just in a bliss, and I would go back there if I could.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's those moments, right, that you think about that brings happiness and joy. What would you say is something that you had to, an insecurity that you had to deal with that you learned how to overcome, and you hope that inspires somebody else?
The insecurity of sharing my art. Like, I just was never scared to create. I was always scared to share it. That was the scary part for me. because I didn't think that anybody would be able to relate to it or think it was cool. And I wanted that. I love connecting and I love community. So of course, it's not like I want people to think my shit is cool. Ooh, sorry.
No, you're good.
It's not like I want people to think my shit is cool because I want to be cool. I just don't want to be alone. I want to feel connected, that somebody likes the same things that I do, so we can bond over that. So I used to be super insecure about that. And then I let that go, and I was like, you know what? Even if nobody in the world liked this song, I love this song. So I'm going to just put it out there just to see if, one or two fuck with this. And they did.
And it's amazing to see this happen. I was so excited. I actually had Janelle Monae on the show, and she was talking about, we're talking about the album, and Janelle had mentioned, obviously, working with you. And we were very excited about this. How was it working with Janelle?
She is so fire. Love Janelle. We've gotten really close over time, and she's incredible.
Phenomenal. No
pun intended.
Hello. But that must have been an amazing experience. And I remember when I was talking to Janelle, the aura is just incredible.
Yeah.
So I can see the connection happening, especially when you're a true artist working from a pure place. That is special. How do you hold on to that for you? How do you continue working from that pure place where you're just like, hey, I just want to create?
Yeah.
And if you like it, you like it.
Yeah.
How do you not get jaded by everything?
I think I don't take myself too serious. That's a big thing. I don't take myself too serious. And then also, you stay in that genuine place, and I think when you really are genuine, you know what I mean? It's in you. It's in you. It's not something that you can really teach. I believe that I'm anointed, and I have a praying mother, and I pray. So, I don't know. That type of energy and aura comes from surrounding myself with like-minded people who also have that genuine spirit, and then also just genuinely being a genuine-ass bitch.
And you know what? So I always say this. Money doesn't change people. It just really enhances who they already were. So you being genuine is just enhanced, all the time with, all the access and resources that you might have. And that's the beautiful part about this.
It is.
Best piece of advice you would give to your 16-year-old self?
Leap and the net will appear. That's it. Leap and the net will appear. It will not appear until you leap.
I love that.
Yeah.
Doechii, you are amazing.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you taking the time to be here, even though it was storming and raining. But come to find out, you wanted this to happen. You've manifested everything. I'm going to do the fitness how-to videos that you post, and then maybe one day I can do the booty drop challenge with you. Our studio's way too small. We're in a temp studio right now. Otherwise, I would try.
Okay.
But I might hurt my back. It's
thank
tough
you
out
so
here.
much. You're so incredible.
Oh, thank you. Please don't forget about us. I was so happy that you had time for us today, because I know you could be anywhere else. And I don't know if you're going to be at the VMAs this year, but I'll be working again.
I'll be there.
If I will see
I'll
you.
Be there.
Okay. We're going to have a great time. But anytime you want to come up here,
okay,
this is home for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course.